Ex-Vietnamese gang members here. Freedom is good, man. Freedom is good. I got my Starbucks this morning. And if y'all ain't drinking coffee from Starbucks, y'all need to try it. They pretty good. But not everybody likes Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Um, freedom is good, man. Freedom is good. You ain't really free until you free from within. I'm telling you. And that's facts. Because you can be outside free, but still in prison by your thoughts, by your habits. You know what I'm saying? Like some folks have to do drugs. If they don't, they're going they're going through a stage called withdrawal, and sometimes lead to death. And some alcoholics, they gotta drink alcohols. You know what I'm saying? Those are the habits that you're imprisoned by. So you're free, but you're actually not free because you've been controlled by those habits. I'm free because I can control whatever I want to do accordingly. That's why I'm free, you know. But I continue to tell you a short stories about Vietnamese gang part 2. So right after the blood oath, and we ranking each and everybody accordingly. And at that time, I kick it with the older members of the AGC, Asian Gangster Crips. I don't know some of the younger ones right now. I don't. I went to prison and came out. You know, not gang banging, so I don't know them. And also some of the members in the ABZ. But as I see how we collaborating, because at that time they at war with the Asian blood gangs. You know what I'm saying? And we collaborating with them because most of the members are also Vietnamese. And at that time we also have Vietnamese group, the pure blood Vietnamese, with the older cats. And our group, run rife and issue with them too. So it's kind of like all sides, man, all chaotic, man. You know, so we have to deal with them Vietnamese groups, and we got to support the AGC and the ABZ. You know, but I think it's just how we think at that time, as young men growing up. But then I seen how the AGC, most of their members, they don't make money like that. So I cannot allow my brothers to be like how they are. You know what I'm saying? The AGC, all they, the income is robbery, buggery, you know what I'm saying? Home invasion. Come on, man. That's not how you make money. So that's why me and my dude, the second command, at that time, we knew one of the old heads just came home from the Fed. That later on I found out he was an informant for the FBI. Anyway, he came home. We didn't really know. We young man growing up, you know what I'm saying? We just try to make some money. And he bought this huge coffee shop. And he planning to run illegal gambling in that place. And of course, there is an expansion plan going on. And I see the two lucrative money at that time were illegal gamblers and massage parlor houses. Those are the two crimes that will not lead me or my brothers to prison and for a long time. So that's what we jump on. So I sent my dude, second command, kind of infiltrate, get to know the dude, and telling the dude how we'll be able to support him in all manners in his operation. And at that time, the way we deal with situation, it's more like muscling in. muscling in to show force, but at the same time, you just cannot use blunt force. You gotta be using your intelligence too. So my dude, the second command, had his foot in, and he finally got in, and then he told the dude that, he had an older brother, which is me, who would like to partner up with him to run the operation, if that's okay. And then we have a lot of homies that we try to do something big with what he's got going on. And from there, that's how it's all started. Because this dude, he had, when he run this operation, right, he had a solid partner, and he had another partner that came from California. And these dudes came from California for some reason. He very stuck up, right? I don't know why, right? He just looked down on us young homie like, yeah, man, y'all ain't nobody, man, like that, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I had a plan to try to revive that dude from the main one that run the operation, the gambling operation. So I sent a couple of homies, bust up his nice cars. His car's nice. Bust him up bad, right? And after that done, for some reason, that dude turned his attention toward one of my homeboy from the AGC, Ryan, right? He said Ryan, the one that sent his homeboy busting up his cars, because I guess prior to that, Ryan had some sort of argument with him, but that's a separate issue, right? So he said he gonna shoot Ryan, and Ryan came down to Clarkston to stay with me because he just shot an Indian in the stomach when they had a fight in the club. So he came. So the dude named Jackie, that's the one that got his car busted up. So Jackie wanted to see Ryan to meet up and see what's going on. So Ryan said he don't want to because he knows Jackie is a serious player. So I told Ryan, I said, just come on out. Because I got my dude from the second command and all the homeboy already outside, but we're going to keep it low key so Jackie won't know. So Jackie want to meet up Ryan to solve the situation. So Jackie was waiting. Ryan show up. As soon as Ryan show up, Jackie pull out a 9mm, put right in his head. Said, did you fucking bust my cars? So as soon as Jackie put a 9mm on Ryan's head, I put a 380 on his head. And told him, you wouldn't dare to pull no damn triggers. Right? So I said the best thing you do is put your gun down. And because the way that you act, Jackie, that's why your car busted up. After that incident, he's no longer showed up at the place no more. So we cut out him from the gambling operation. So now, after we cut him out, we move on to the Messiah Parlor. So at that time, the dude that owned the operation of gamblings, he wanted to move in the Messiah Parlor businesses. But then he feared that if he does, people are gonna come in and rob his spot. So he called a Chinese dude, Anin, right? Anin is not a gang member. Anin just have a lot of plug with them nice Singaporean, Malaysian, Thailand, and all the nice female in the networks, you know. So he spoke with Anin and tell Anin what I want. I told Anin, I said, look, What you can do is you can bring your girls out to the coffee shop, you know, kind of showcase. If they interested, they can take the clients to wherever they want to. It's just not here. Just use this place as showcase. And then, in turn, I would send a few homies to your places and protect your place. Keep it from any other Vietnamese group from robbing your place. And at that time, Vietnamese like to rob, the Mohead like to rob the Masai Palace. And then he said, cool. So I sent a couple of homies up there to look after the Masai Pala houses. After a while, I then saw the way that I handled things. So he told me, he said, look, would you like to open one on your own? I send you about 10 female on your places. And that's what we did. What motivated me from making money and let all the homies have the opportunities to make some sort of financial, stability, which is at that time, I think we want to be stable. But it's so hard to say because we're so young. But I tried to pave the ways and make things happen because I saw the homie from the AGC and the ABZ, they just gang banging. And I'm not with that. I'm not with this gang banging, you know. It's going on for quite a while, man. Until I got my own issues, until I got my own issue. And a lot of homies felt what more important to them is how we united from different places. Because I got homies came from California, that want to join the brotherhood. And I got young homie, juvies, want to join the brotherhood because they feel the love, the safety, and the support. But nothing is having a happy ending because when something that's not built to last, it's always going to disrupt. Gangs, it's just a terminology. If you Google it, it will give you the negative connotation. But the word gangs we use so people can understand. But I like to use brotherhood. Brotherhood is carry morals in the sense of support and love each other with the common cause. At that time, most of our common goals and our reason to be what we want to be was poverty and we need the protection from the older cats or from other ethnic groups, but we wasn't meant to go all out and try to destroy everybody, So even today, if you see kids, or old heads, OG, they are still talking that mentality. It is because they have not liberated yet. They have not liberated yet. Or they feel like This is the only choice and commitment that they must fulfill. But even if they want to change, how is that possible? All right? How is that possible? You say you can say you change. How? See? I believe if I didn't get caught up with my own issues, not with the homies, I'd probably dead or probably got caught with something bigger. And then I broke the code. Because a lot of people I see, they broke the code. You're not in a situation, so you're not gonna know. So that's why you gotta always keep a humble mind and stay aware, sucker free, and continue to obtain more knowledge. Stop gang banging, man. Or if you out in the street right now, the dust gonna settle somewhere. I mean, you know, we with our homies, we're drinking, we getting high, we clubbing, right? You hustle, small time hustle. And then what you gonna do with that money? You're gonna blow that money away. But when the dust settles, you need a place you go to called home. Do you have one? You have a nice house. You have a family where you can fall on to. A family that ride or die. But the only way they ride or die with you because they know you are loyal. And they know you are the real provider. Think about that. When the dust is settled, you are all by yourself. I don't care how tough you are. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man from DC, Muslim brother, said something to me. He said they can be tough, but when they step into that cells, they gotta use this and this. This you gotta have skill. You say you can fight, but you gotta know the skill. In the cells, I learned one thing. It's more than just fighting. It's hand-to-hand combats. And with the hand-to-hand combats, you gotta be conditioned and strong enough. Same thing in the streets. When the dust is settled, how many of us look at and think about our finance education, right? Because the world is running on money, but we have slightest idea about finance. Paying taxes. You can't do big if you don't pay taxes. I'm an ex-con. I made 100-something thousand last year. I filed taxes. Make money by trading, investing. How many of y'all can do that? But you can though. All you have to do, pick up that books. Before you do that, know one thing. You got to evolve. Even if you are out there right now dealing drugs, talking your games, you still gotta evolve. Because sooner or later, people gonna peep their games that you spitting about. Until next time. Freedom is good, man. Freedom is good. You can't really be free until you be free within. Peace.